in the past several years, where our K-12 and our high schools have emphasized the importance of being college ready, we now have probably 2/3 of the students across the country going into college out of high school. It's a wonderful thing, but what it's led to is an overproduction of 4-year degrees. So now there are a lot of 4-year degree students in the market, underemployed or unemployed. So what we're finding out is if you're willing to take that community college path, if you're willing to look at that 2-year license or certificate, you're positioning yourself for the majority of jobs that are going to be available in the region.
Career technical education is focused training that helps to prepare a student for technical work. Anything from building trades, through graphic arts, through law enforcement training, fire training. These are typically programs that can range from a few months of training to 18 months to 2 years, but upon completion, the skills that are taught are translated immediately into those job areas.
We wish more people knew how many of the highest demand jobs in our economy today don't require a 4-year degree. Most of them still require much more than a high school diploma, but there's a sweet spot in between there for those 1-year certificates and 2-year associate degrees.
If you were like me, you were probably motivated by those charts that you saw that said the more education I get and the more salary I can earn, but they operate on the average salary. So if I got a 4-year degree to become a manager, but I wasn't passionate about being a manager, I didn't end up at the top of that management scale. I ended up at the entry level. So I could have a 4-year degree making $35,000 as a manager, or I could have been an electrician at the top of my 2-year scale earning $90,000 a year.
The advantages of students doing a CTE program is exposure in a job area for which they may want to spend the rest of their life doing. But they get a true perspective of the job line that they might want to go into.
I know many people that get a degree and then go work in it and say, I don't know if this is for me. Well, this is a way to try out a field, an industry, a future for yourself, to say, yes, this is it because of my experience.
I was accepted to Poly in Kansas, but I chose CUS because I didn't know my major. I thought, oh, one day I want to go into ag business, one day it's ag engineering, one day it's physical therapy. And coming to CUS, I have people like Mr. T-Bone, Miss Cooper, and Mr. McKee guiding me to show me what path to take and giving me different options. I really learned, okay, I like to do this, but maybe not this.
Most of the time, you learn what you need to know, but you don't learn how to implement that knowledge until you get to your first day and you have on-site training. With this program, you're getting that experience before you're even working.
We have a combination of experiences in our technical skills development and work environment. It definitely does include hands-on opportunities to have a partnership and work in the workplace while the learning is taking place. There's an opportunity for observations, for placement within work settings to complete the instructional program. In fact, many of our instructors are professional practitioners in the field.
And COS is lucky to have those individuals there to teach, because the amount of knowledge that I had going into it to the amount of knowledge I have just being halfway through and not even complete yet it's astronomical.
You take the 2-prong and go underneath the staples, push down, the staples pop up, then you can take them out.
Personally, that's the best way I learned. I might not be perfect every time, but because I get to do it over and over again, knowing someone is going to supervise me and tell me if I'm doing it wrong or right, I'll get it right eventually, to where at the end of 2 years, I'll be able to do it by myself.
And that confidence came through experience, doing it over and over and over and over. And now it's to a point where you don't even think about it. This is even like a welding instructor or HVAC instructor, any of these guys, they've done these things so many times over and over and over again that after a while, it becomes kind of innate. It's almost like second nature.
This program gives a lot of opportunity to see what the field is like firsthand, and not a lot of jobs will actually set you up for expectations of the future. And a lot of programs here at College Sequoias actually do that, including our Fire Academy.
COS has had a long history of having outstanding career technical education. They have invested a lot of money in facilities and very high quality educated instructors.
The Equine Science Lab, with their ultrasound capability and their closed circuit television, provides a learning environment that they're not going to find anywhere else. That's an asset that COS has that very few schools have.
I think every student, every parent, needs to assess the direction and the skills and the gifts that each student has. For those that are driven by a desire to do hands-on work, CTE is a great opportunity. And for those that are needing a new direction, perhaps an industry is fading away and they need a quick opportunity to get retrained in a new direction, CTE provides that opportunity.
You would also simultaneously be building the foundation for advancing to a 4-year degree. You have that choice. That on-ramp is there for you, but the other on-ramp is directly into employment. It really depends on what you believe your passion is, but we know that if you're interested in developing yourself through skills and technical abilities, the 2-year degree market is where it's going to be, and community college is at the centerpiece of that. So we're the driving force for that economic development for our future.
We believe that these opportunities would fit the needs of a lot of students out there that are looking for a high-paid, high-skilled job and training that can be had right here in their own backyard. COS has a full array of career technical training programs to interest almost anybody's choice.
There's a lot of career technical education programs here at COS. These include
automotive technology,
ag business,
agriculture technology,
animal science,
business,
graphic design,
administration of justice,
architecture,
commercial music,
physical therapy,
construction technology,
child development,
plant science,
human services,
cosmetology,
culinary,
environmental control technology,
fashion design and merchandising,
ornamental horticulture,
journalism,
fire academy,
electrician training,
drafting,
police academy,
nursing,
welding,
industrial maintenance,
information communications technology,
sports medicine.
Here at COS, it's about giant learning, giant careers, giant life.